Boom! Just
Hey.
like that. I need
Somebody
a mic
give me a
to
microphone to
drop
drop.
it. Yeah,
Exactly,
I need a mic to drop it.
exactly.
Can I try with this one? Like,
You
I will
can do
drop
it. You can do it. Ah,
Terrific.
right?
the anti-gravity drop. I love it. I love it. The new trend. Well, everybody,
Hey,
massive
everyone.
hello. What a way to start the stream
Oh,
with that
yeah.
absolute bombshell. That is, of course, what we're going to be talking about all of today. But if you're joining us for the very first time, welcome along, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm one of your community managers
Hey, Alex. Long
at
time no
SCS
see.
Software. Long time no see. Good to be with you all. Joining us in the studio live from our studios in Prague, we have Mark, our community manager and consultant. Mark, good to have you behind the wheel. How are you doing
Thanks, good to
today?
see you.
Doing good?
Yeah, and you?
I'm doing pretty good.
No cat to bother you today?
No, not quite yet. Maybe a little bit later on. We'll
That's
see. We'll
good.
see. And we also have Nemiro, our PR and marketing manager, Mr. Busy
Hey,
Guy
everyone.
over here. How are we doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. It's gonna be another awesome moment of almost synchronized release of a new vehicle.
Yeah, just this morning.
Yeah.
One
I mean,
of our
morning of their
partners-
time, right? It was like
Mm.
2 p.m. of our time.
No, even before that, it was. Yeah, because I remember coming to work this morning and checking, and it was there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mm.
okay.
pretty early.
Okay.
Pretty early. Of course, we're talking about the 5th generation of Cascadia from Freightliner, which is an absolutely awesome vehicle. We'll be talking a lot more about it today. And like Nimmo and Mark were just discussing there, it was announced in premiere today on Freightliner website. Maybe some of you saw some hints about that coming up. I saw Nimmo, was it you, Nimmo, behind the social media account,
Yes, sir.
making some little nice comments on
Yes, sir.
on Freightliner. A couple of the community picking up. There were some signs here and there. But some of you caught onto it. Some of you weren't so sure. Well, today we're here to confirm those suspicions, and they're absolutely true. And we're so pleased to be able to kind of show off to you the work that has been put into over the last, who knows how many months. And we're going to take a closer look here at the 5th generation Cascadia. Where is it? Mark, have you got it on your screen?
I do.
There it is.
Oh no, that's the wrong one.
No, that's the
Oh,
old
wait a
one.
second.
Hold on.
Sorry, guys.
There it is.
Here it comes.
Oh,
Let me
look
bring
at that.
drum roll.
I love that. Look at that reveal. There it is in all of its glory.
Ta-da!
Looking beautiful as
And I must
ever.
say, I mean, if Benny would be here, but today it's Thomas behind the cameras because Benny is taking his well-deserved vacation. But if Benny would be here, he would be laughing at me. But I have to say, this combination of like Nardo gray, or how this color is called, with black pieces on the truck, it's awesome.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's really, this is the truck we actually saw when we went to photograph for reference photos. This exact setup with the black wheels and everything. It looks really cool. Yeah.
True. And later, Mia and Oscar also had a chance to record like STS on the Road episode, like a walk around this new 5th generation of Cascadia, Freightliner Cascadia. So hopefully pretty soon we will also be able to bring that episode, so everyone will be able to learn more about what's new with this truck and yeah, some new information as well.
Absolutely, yeah.
Looking forward to it. Yeah, I mean, we're definitely going to take a deep dive into kind of what changes are on offer here in American Truck Simulator as well, and kind of look at, what the 5th generation of Cascadia means, because it's quite a big name, isn't it? When you talk about it, we're talking about the next generation, the current generation, and there's quite a few changes. Some of you might be able to spot some more obvious ones. There might be some more kind of, I don't know if equally is the right words, but a bit more built into the package there. There's been quite a few. It is what they call the most advanced on-highway truck Freightliner has ever offered, and it features pretty cool stuff, including an aerodynamic package. It's cutting edge with so much to kind of help with airflow and stuff. But I'd say let's just kind of have a look around the truck, see if you notice some things. Chat, maybe you can help us out. What do you notice that's a little bit about?
I mean, I can see one new thing as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's attached behind the truck.
Yeah.
It's a whole trailer.
That is very obvious. It's very
it looks
obvious.
like
I love that trailer.
We are about to bring also like their a trailer there, like Freightliner is using for their marketing activities with this new truck, right? Here's to those ready for what's next. Oh,
I love that tagline. Ready for what's next. Always one step ahead of the game, sort of deal, right? And I think with the video they released today, they used it, right?
Yeah.
It looks really good.
I learned from Tomsa.
Really?
Yeah.
Teaching me some skills.
And I can see
like
something new as well on the front of the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's for the first time for us as well that we are bringing actually both digital and traditional mirrors. Right?
Yeah, this is brand new for us. In the past, we've done the digital mirrors, but we weren't able to get them to work both simultaneously. So our programmers have been hard at work.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say that it was like kind of a. I mean, that's something like community usually don't really see, right? All the struggles we had to go through to bring a certain project to life. Like for this time, like our programmers actually had some hard times to making like, to creating another set of mirrors basically, and it's also quite. It was also quite challenging for them to further optimize the rendering scene as well, because like for us in the game, another set of mirrors means another set of that the scenery is rendered again, in the mirrors. So that's like quite another set of demanding rendering scenarios for the hardware of the computer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's. I mean, every new mirror you add is a little more workload on the engine, right?
But it looks awesome.
Absolutely. It's looking really, really good. And something that's interesting about this design of this truck overall, the new generation of Cascadia, is that it's been inspired, wasn't it? It's kind of inspired design, and it's tested by one of their kind of previous projects. I'm not sure if it's still an ongoing project. Maybe Mark, you know a little bit about it. The Super Truck 2. Do you know about that?
Yeah, the Super Truck project. So I believe that's something put on by the NHTSA or some government agency, and all the manufacturers kind of come together with these Super Truck projects where they kind of showcase the new braking technology as kind of a moment, an opportunity for the manufacturers to experiment as well with aerodynamics and other fuel saving additions to the truck, right? So for the Freightliner, we have a new bumper, brand new hood shape, all things from the Super Truck, which are carried over. There's closer, or I should say, narrower closeouts on the bumper and stuff to further help like direct airflow, away from the truck to make it more streamlined. Yeah,
it looks awesome. It looks awesome.
It looks really good because I know it was, like you said, inspired and tested by the Super Truck 2, and that prototype truck that they had was used to push the boundaries of their vision for sustainable design. Optimizing everything that they kind of have here to put into this new Cascadia, which like you're saying, looks absolutely fantastic. And there's some really cool little things about this truck that maybe you do notice or you don't notice. Mark there bringing up a really big one about the aerodynamics. The whole design has kind of really been based about really making it as aerodynamic as possible, making so many enhancements and improvements. I pulled some facts from their official video because I wish I was that smart to know all of it, but there's some cool facts. So since the very first Cascadia rolled off the assembly line, they've managed to improve the fuel economy by 35%, which is a pretty big number if you go to think about it. Yeah. So, but with this 5th generation, that brings a 1.9% improvement of their fuel economy, thanks to a number of aerodynamic updates and enhancements. So, slowly but surely over time, and that's kind of like the game, isn't it? Where they always making constant adjustments, getting feedback from drivers, and that's very important, to obviously the manufacturers and obviously drivers.
They had to spend a lot of time in some wind tunnel, testing everything. I would actually one day love to see like testing trucks aerodynamics in wind tunnel. That would be awesome to see.
And it's not just the shape of the truck itself. Like they're constantly messing with the programming for the engines as well, right? Finding the best torque curve and experimenting with driveline ratios and stuff like that to really maximize.
You were supposed to turn on that.
Oh no, it's okay. We have manufacturer plates on.
Bypass, right?
But I can see also something new that and is that a curb mirror or side mirror?
Yeah,
it's
so
actually right?
This is the blind spot mirror that you would typically see on the frame of the passenger side door to look down on the right hand side. But now that is placed in a easier to see angle to see that blind spot easier.
As a former truck driver, would you say this position is better for the?
I mean, yeah, definitely. I mean, the instinct for me, having driven conventional trucks, like I've never actually driven a truck with camera mirrors at all. So for me, the
did?
instinct is always to turn my head all the way to the right.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But that is, I mean, definitively and like without argument, that is a better place to have it because you don't have to turn your neck all the way to the side, take your eyes off the road. You can just glance up at it while still having the road ahead of you in your peripheral, right?
Yeah, in the peripheral vision, you can at least, catch that something is happening there.
Exactly. And the same goes for these camera mirrors. I mean, right now the conventional mirrors are still required by law, which is why you see them paired together.
Both of them, yeah.
But eventually, when the conventional mirrors do go away, not only is that an aerodynamic improvement, it's also a safety improvement because, as you can see on the passenger side here, the camera mirror is in the point of
Like
view
A
that's
pillar.
exactly. It's already blocked by the A pillar. Right now, as it is, the conventional mirror is further blocking your view out the passenger side window,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Creating a bigger blind spot.
But there's like more to these like digital mirrors. Like I know we in Europe have them on trucks for some time now. And they have like some very cool features. Like for example, in the night, the contrast on them is like a little bit higher, so you can actually see more in the night than with traditional mirrors.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a like the night mode, like when it senses the low light, it kind of boosts up the contrast and the brightness to allow you to see better. And the cameras themselves, they're heated, so if any snow or ice or anything does work their way onto the lenses, then that should melt off and not pose a problem for you at all.
And you can also, like for the driver, it's also like a big feature for the time when they sleep, and they have like the curtains all around all the windows like covered. They still have a button. I think usually it's in the bunk. They have a button to turn on the displays on the camera mirrors, and they can see what's happening around their trailer anytime in the night.
Oh, really? I didn't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
They can actually see, without like getting out of the truck or like pulling the curtains on the windows. They can see what's happening around the truck and trailer.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That is a nice security feature. I like that.
Yeah,
I like
and then
that
you can
a lot.
also like set up in real life on those camera mirrors. I don't think that for now we have that feature in the game. Maybe in the future, but you can set up the length of your trailer you're gonna haul, and you have like lines on the digital, like on the displays, and you can actually see like how long you are with the trailer.
Yeah, kind of like projects it onto the road in such a way that you're able to tell where the back of your trailer is. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah,
which is also cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm not sure if it is modeled in our game as well. Does this also have the blind spot visualizer as well that kind of alerts you when there's a car by your side? Is that
it does?
I think it is there. Yeah.
It should show up on the display there. If I can find a car to get beside me, you can show that off.
That's what I've been waiting for this whole time.
Always when you need them, they're not anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were demonstrating it in their video, and it was like a really, really cool feature how they displayed it, not only on the dash but also on the mirrors, I believe, as well.
Sir. Yes, sir.
And on both, which was really cool.
I really like how we are in general getting like more close in cooperation with our partners. Like massive shout out to the team at Freightliner for giving us the trust to do almost synchronized release, right? That they were working on this truck for a very long time, and they were like so kind and trustful in us to give us the trust to follow them very shortly after their reveal to bring the truck into the game. That's really cool to see. I still remember the days when we kind of had to bounce around booths of our partners at some expos, basically begging for any attention or any potential cooperation. And nowadays, like, look where we are. Like we are being used as our game is being used as a communication channel for our partners and our for the OEM manufacturers. So not only for trucks but also for trailers, tires, whatever you can name it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's awesome to see how far the game went. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and the fact that you've been able to work with them closely as well. Like you said, you got to visit Freightliner, right, when you were out?
Yes,
a while ago.
We visited
and
them multiple times actually at their proving grounds at Madras.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Madras, Oregon.
Trip.
They have their proving grounds there, and we got our hands on the truck to take some reference photos. We even got to go for a drive in it to do while we were doing the sound recording and stuff like that. So yeah.
Was that still like a prototype version of the truck then that you were working with?
Some parts of the truck were still like not finished, right?
Yeah, it's definitely like a pre-production version. Like that truck's not going to be put up for sale. It's the same truck actually that's in the marketing material that Freightliner is using.
Yeah,
at least as far as I can tell. I mean, it's the same. Looks to me to be the same.
Yeah.
That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm very much looking forward to that SCS on the road episode when it does eventually drop a kind of about that trip and everything. So make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube. If you're watching via YouTube, by the way, big hello to all of you. Big hello to the chat. Let's get your first impressions. I know I've asked you a couple of questions already, and I keep missing to look back at the chat. But what is everybody's first impressions here of the 5th generation Cascadia? We'd love to hear your thoughts. It's so awesome to be able to work with Freightliner, like Nemiro was saying, to be able to cooperate with them so closely that we're able to kind of reveal and bring a new truck into the game so quickly after the premiere. Lots of people saying it's superb and stunning, very sexy, looks beautiful. Very, very nice, sleek. I like it. Yeah, it looks really good, doesn't it? And you got that lovely aerodynamic package on it as well that Mark is so lovely showing here in the garage. Check that out. Lots of different little changes here to the overall model.
Yeah, definitely. I think the biggest change we're seeing is definitely in this front end area and into the skirts. You can see these sensors all around it are now standard equipment on the truck. The front collision monitor is there, as well as I believe there's a forward-facing camera to help with the lane keep assist and all that as well. So yeah, very cool.
And one other thing as well, maybe people might not notice very quickly as well, there's also kind of a newly designed grille, they say, on the front there.
Yes.
That has
I think also the lights got some love as well. Now they are, I believe they have the heating wires in them or lines.
Yep.
That
Heated
can help
lamps.
you defrost the headlamps in winter.
Yeah, that's something that we encountered as an issue when LED lights first became prominent. Was that
they're cold, right?
Yeah, like the old halogen lamps, they produce like quite a bit of heat. Like even on the old trucks that will have like dual lamp setups, so one for high beams, one for low beams. All day you're running with the low beams on. Finally, you turn on the high beams and nothing happens. And you're like, huh? When you finally stop, you see, oh, okay, there's 3 inches of ice on the on the lens, right? But with the LEDs, of course, they don't get hot. So for a while, that was kind of a problem with for us as truckers. Like there was
especially for you as a former trucker in Canada and then all the truckers in Canada, where temperatures can get very low, right, during winter.
Yeah, I mean, typically the front end of the truck doesn't see a lot of ice until you're in traffic. Once you're in heavy traffic, especially at high speed, all the slush and snow from trucks passing you or being in front of you, it gets kicked up and the whole front end gets caked. So having these heated lenses is a huge benefit. I mean, I would say a necessity if you're going to run LED lights for sure. But we can kind of go through the truck here, maybe, and take a look. So
teach us what's new.
So we have the 4 standard offerings that we offered with the previous generation Cascadia as well. We have the day cab, the 48-inch sleeper,
nice,
and the 72-inch mid-roof XT and raised roof, of course. There are some differences. For example, no longer are we going to see a sun visor on the truck. That option is no longer an option because of new rules with the EPA and all that. So there's new targets they have to hit for fuel mileage and stuff like that.
So it's like forbidden by government nowadays? Okay.
Yeah. So same thing with the skirts. All highway trucks have to be equipped with side skirts going forward.
Really?
And I can get into that a little bit later about
that's
these
also
new rules.
That's already in like put in effect.
I believe it's coming for 2025.
Oh, okay.
That
would make sense.
Working ahead. Yeah.
So this truck is obviously meant to meet these new standards. So we can go to the chassis. So same standard offering of chassis depending on the cab you pick. We have the 6x2, 6x4 options as well as the 4x2 for the short chassis truck. City trucks, I believe, are exempt from the having to have the skirts on the side because they're not typically offering long range and high speeds. This is still very new. I'm still learning about it as well as we go. So don't quote me on it, but I'm 99% sure. Otherwise, we wouldn't have done it this way.
They will quote you on it anyway.
yeah, typical. Yeah. So engines, we have some familiar engines as well as some brand new ones. Updated engines that Detroit is now offering. That Freightliner is offering with Detroit.
DD15s.
Yep. So you'll notice like the 370, that's the same as before. The 410 is slightly tweaked. But especially the integrated powertrains have brand new power ratings. We have a 425 for the DD13 and 455 for the DD15.
Nice.
And these, now you're going to see some overlap with the torque ratings and all that, but all of these engines have unique torque curves.
Okay.
So they're going to behave differently. Just because you pick an engine with 1850 doesn't mean it's going to behave even remotely the same.
Is there like big difference?
Considerable, yeah.
Okay.
I was lucky enough to get to see the torque curves and see the dyno sheets, and there is substantial difference in the tuning between the engines, and they're all tuned for specific things, like the integrated Detroit powertrain. It gets its torque down low. The super when you choose the integrated powertrain, you're automatically selecting this transmission with the 216 rear end, which is super low RPM. And we talked about this in the past. It's all about like slower piston speeds, using the boost to your advantage, right? And it's all about saving fuel. So as well, we have this one I'm kind of excited about is the DD13 525. I believe this engine is intended as more of a vocational kind of engine. Some trucks, the vocational trucks, they don't have the space to put a DD15 or a DD16 or some other big block engine. So this was kind of the solution, is this tuned DD13 factory offering 525 horsepower, 1850 foot-pounds of torque. As you can see, it's actually our most powerful engine, even more so than the DD15.
That's the one I would go for.
Oh, of course.
I'm sucker for the numbers, I would just go for the most powerful one.
Of course. And me, I'm the opposite way. I go for the fuel efficiency, so I'm using an integrated Detroit powertrain. But this truck is an option for the Cascadia, and I can see it kind of filling a gap because they're actually not offering the DD16 with this truck. So this is actually currently the highest horsepower Detroit engine you can get in the truck.
Okay.
So I'm really looking forward to giving that a try as well. Transmissions, as you can see, they dropped some fuller transmissions as well from the range. They're no longer offering 13 and 10 speeds and 15 and all that. 18 speed is the only manual option now. As well as the Allison automatic is an option as well.
Do you think we're slowly getting into the times where there will be no manual transmission for new trucks?
I mean, looking at what has happened with Europe, where basically it's more or less gone. I believe only some manufacturers offer it as a very special order, and I might even be wrong about that. I think it might be fully gone. Yeah. So I think we are coming to that time. I hope not, because I still see a place for it. People like me that own their trucks and want to drive them the way we want to drive them without just slapping a controller. But I mean, I will say these transmissions have come a long way since their inception. The early automatic transmissions that we got here in North America were left something to be desired. But when Detroit brought their automatic powertrain here, it was a huge improvement over.
But to be fully honest, do you think you can beat the fuel efficiency with manual transmission over the automated?
I think probably 98% of drivers cannot.
Yeah.
I think there's very few drivers, and sometimes it's not always about fuel economy too. The other thing to consider is longevity, and that's one thing I'll say about Detroit is their transmission with their engine. It doesn't abuse the engine. I've driven automatics in the past where I felt like the programming of the automatic was kind of being abusive towards the engine, right? The Detroit doesn't do that. They work together really well. You know what I mean? You can see, for example, recently when we were in Madras, we got a chance to drive a truck with a Detroit powertrain, Detroit engine, and Detroit transmission.
It was so smooth.
Yeah, and they were speaking together perfectly. I never saw the engine over revving. I never saw it lugging unnecessarily. Like the transmission was doing more or less what I would do, right? So I'm not against them, but I still feel, as an owner operator, as someone that grew up with manuals, I still feel like I would prefer a manual, and I feel like I could probably. I mean, I'm not going to be so confident to say that I can definitely beat it, but I think I could probably come pretty close.
I think it's more about that, to feel the connection between the vehicle.
Yeah, it comes down more to personal preference than performance, absolutely. Like I said, for 98% of truck drivers out there, they are going to see an improvement with the Detroit transmission versus manual.
But Cascadias were like always, or at least through the recent years, very famous option as a fleet trucks, right?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
As a big like logistic company, fuel efficiency is probably the number one thing you're like considering.
Definitely.
So you basically want to have automatic transmission in most of the trucks in your fleet, I guess.
That's the thing, is like when you own thousands of trucks or even hundreds of trucks or even dozens of trucks, you can't be with those drivers while they're going up and down the road and see how they're driving the truck and see if they're abusing it, right? I know some guys that think they can drive manual and they cannot, and I wouldn't put them in a manual truck. So myself, even as a small fleet owner, let's say if I had 5 trucks, I might keep a manual for myself, but the other 4 trucks would definitely be using automatics, because I just you don't know anymore with drivers what you're getting and whether you can trust their skills or not, right?
Fair enough.
Whereas if you with these transmissions, you know what you're getting, you know what your maintenance schedule should look like. Like it's a lot more. It's a lot easier to run the numbers and not have to worry about unnecessary costs, right?
Okay.
Mm.
One more question I wanted to
Mhm.
ask regarding the sun visor being gone and all the like new regulations coming in effect. Do you think that if you will still, for example, get a truck in the next year and then you put aftermarket sun visor, you are going to get a fine when you get like pull over to way station or by
I don't think
police?
so.
Or?
I think it's a matter of what the manufacturer offers. There's a whole
Okay.
credit system, you know what I
Mhm.
mean, with the EPA, and we're seeing this with cars as well, right? Like certain manufacturers are having to even purchase credits from other manufacturers. Say a certain manufacturer that might have a range that's primarily not very fuel efficient vehicles,
Mhm.
and then you have other companies that are producing, say, only electric cars. They're kind of trading credits in that
Yeah,
way, right?
Okay.
So I believe, as far as I know, it's kind of a similar thing happening with the trucks, right? So it's more about the manufacturer. If you were to go buy yourself a Freightliner and slap a big chrome visor on it, I don't think the government's going to be coming after you to pay a fine or something like that. It's more about making sure the manufacturers are offering the truck
Okay.
as
I get
its
it.
as a fuel
But does it
efficient.
make a
Got
big
it.
difference, like to have a sun visor in terms of like fuel efficiency on a truck? I think
The-
it does, right? Like one time I heard in Europe, like those like Michelin Bibendum,
The Bendums,
figures,
yeah.
that they actually really raise up the fuel efficiency if you like slap them on your truck.
So it all depends on what you're doing, right? Like if you're pulling flatbed and you're already, between, the load might not be right against the cab because it might be heavy. So already you have a giant sail in the wind behind you because you have maybe a 6 foot tall something rather tarped in the middle of the trailer. So
True.
for someone
Yeah.
like that, the fuel efficiency isn't a factor. For people that
True.
do oversize, for people that do heavy, guys in Michigan pulling 160,000 pounds, they're not that worried about fuel
Yeah,
mileage.
but if you're doing like normal curtain cider,
Mhm.
pallets jobs or long runs, then you are about like fuel efficiency, right?
Absolutely, yeah. So
And
in
you want to
those
save
cases,
any-
I've heard it can be 1.5 or 3%,
that's
up to
nice color.
3% for the visor. Some manufacturers were kind of dropping these early as an option. I mean, Freightliner was one of the first ones to kind of
Adapt to the
not
to,
make
to,
it a
to
standard
the future.
option. Mhm.
Yeah.
Other manufacturers, it's
Mm,
still a standard
mm.
option to have the visor, right?
Okay.
At least
Oh,
until
that's fine.
2025.
That's nice.
You like
as
the
well.
red? Yeah.
I mean,
The colors are
track,
vibrant.
This track
Yeah.
like can rock any color. Almost it feels.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like so far, it seems like no matter what you put on, I mean, the chartreuse is maybe a little much for my personal preference, but
Looks
yeah.
like Lambo.
Like a-
I was gonna say, are
truck.
these stock colors then? Are these actual stock colors that have come from Freightliner themselves?
I mean,
Some of
Freightliner
them, I
has an
believe.
offering. I believe there's something like, I don't quote me on this, but they can basically create any color you want.
Yeah.
So there's some standard offerings that are going to be like cheaper, but if price isn't an option, I think they can pretty much give you whatever color you want. So like we're talking
I got it.
thousands of colors.
Do we also have like nice? Do we also have like special paint jobs for this track that our team created?
I'm so glad you asked, Nemiro.
Okay.
If I just scroll down here a little bit, we do have some special paint jobs. So this is our typical divided paint job. We usually offer something similar on most
Okay.
most models. So, for example, if I paint them all
it's
different
actually
colors,
3 color.
yeah, so you can see
Oh,
okay.
we have
see.
all
You
different
can get
colors.
very crazy on that.
Yeah, I mean, my typical favorite color is to kind of do the skirts in like a kind of a maroon or deep plum, and the roof cap the same color. That's kind of my signature look
Okay.
for me.
Mhm.
We have
Oh.
this as well, pinstripe tones, and this is color changeable
like
as well.
it now.
So you can kind of
Oh, it nice some like gradient with this with
Yeah.
the second color.
Fade.
we have some more here. Swift Sails. This is a throwback to the old Columbia and Century paint jobs. So in the late 90s, early 2000s, when they were coming out with those as brand new aerodynamic models to replace the old FLD
Looks a bit
120.
retro, yeah.
Yeah, definitely some retro colors. And we did that again with this as well. This is the Cascadia Evolution scheme.
Oh,
So we
nice.
want
That is
to
nice.
kind of really give a throwback to the trucks that led to this Gen 5 Cascadia, right? All the
Oh,
aerodynamic
yeah.
trucks that came
Did
before
Did you
it.
see their amazing like video, their marketing video they did for the reveal of this truck?
Yeah.
They used like previous generations of Cascadia in
Yeah.
that truck and like family that's growing with the generation.
And we didn't plan this with Freightliner. This just kind of
Yeah.
happened. This was just,
cool.
the vehicle paints team did an awesome job here, and this was kind of something they came up with on their own. So I guess they were just thinking alike. So this one, kind of same thing. You can do some different colors here. Ooh, that's kind of cool. You could do like blackout on the headlights and around the grill.
I'm liking that. I'm liking the options we have here.
Yeah.
Plenty of color options, and I feel like chat's going to go crazy with all the designs here in the future. Making it one
And
by one.
a couple more. We have a camo one here.
Ooh. I
And
like
this one's
that. I'm a big fan of
three-color.
that.
Oh, this one's okay. I see what's going on here.
Oh.
Okay. And then this one is gonna it's a metallic paint job. Very cool. And
That. Yeah, that options are
some
great.
American stripes here. Same thing, metallic paint job here. So we can give this a nice if we want to give it like a red.
Mm.
Oh, I love that one.
I like how modern and fresh it feels.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And I believe
Really lovely look.
and one more.
Oh,
I think
okay.
two more.
Ooh. I like the edges on that.
Yeah,
Orange
this one.
edge around the
Prowl?
grill and the
Do
top.
some like kind of edge runner
I
kind
like
of stuff
that.
with it.
I'd put like an aqua blue with that personally, like a very light kind of Tron blue. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like
yeah. Oh yeah.
that is
Now we're
cool. Look
talking.
at that.
I like the line
That's a
around
lot.
the headlamps. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool, eh?
that is really nice.
And last but not least, Sunset Prowl.
Why is there a reason why is it bare on is it somehow connected to Freightliner or whatever?
I don't believe so.
No,
I think it's just bear. You know, bear's cool, right?
bare is cool. Yeah,
Is this
I love the mask.
new one too?
Put back that one.
Are these
There's
also
a
new?
lot of paint
Yeah.
job.
Oh my goodness.
Put that prowl bear. I want to say that I like the line around the mask.
Oh, over here.
Yeah, around
Yeah.
the grill. That's awesome.
So you must like those like kind of like anime paint jobs that people do on cars as well.
Yes.
Yeah, you're a fan of that.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
love to get that on my car, but it's super expensive.
Yeah, and they paint too.
Yeah.
They don't. That's permanent.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if you get like the wraps and stuff in your car, super
yeah.
expensive. Yeah, I'm loving that though. Loving the
Shout
amount
out
of
to our like
customization
paint
there.
jobs team. They did amazing
Yeah,
job.
big shout out to them. Really
Okay,
looking
this
good,
is
keeping
nice.
it fresh.
You kind of created like sunset vibe on that hood.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Mm-mm.
And we can maybe go the other way.
Maybe you should
with-
become a like paint job artist as well.
I'm a jack of all trades, man. I can do everything, but nothing well. Yeah, so yeah, we got lots of options here, but I think chat is going to want to see what we can bolt onto the truck here.
Yes.
So we have some chrome options as well. Definitely, they went for more of a kind of less in-your-face style with the grill. So instead of a great big giant chrome grill, we have these kind of chrome louvers. Of course, the chrome door handles. You can go with chrome mirrors, with or without cameras. You can also go without the cameras if you want more of a conventional style. We have the side closeouts here, or the what are they called? The A-pillar arrow, something or other.
I guess.
We have some options with the bumper. We can go for the molded in black or color, molded in color black bumper.
Which is, I guess, better for jobs in forestry and something like that, I guess, right?
More so, I mean, this is not really a vocational truck. You're not going to see this truck in this spec driving on a,
I know, but
or something.
if you would go for like day cab, maybe.
More so, it's just easily replaceable. So let's say, you have a fleet of 1,000 trucks and you're
okay.
operating in
Gotcha.
Chicago or
Yeah.
Atlanta or
Yeah.
New York City, and you're going to get into small fender benders. This bumper is a cheaper replacement than this one, where you're going to have to paint it to match, right? Of course, you have your oversized stuff here. This is small difference. It's just the arrow closeout here in the wheel well. And of course, you can pull them off the skirts as well. Wait, can you even pull them off here?
I think
Nice.
it's.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So
I
you
think
can
it's
go
a
for
silly
Yeah, yeah.
question,
Yeah.
but do they make big difference?
These
Yeah.
actually make a considerable difference. Anything you can
Yes.
do to get the air from going under and creating like a vortex under there is less drag you have to worry about, right? So actually, I remember reading a study. Now this was a very
But
old
the
study.
air would go under even without these.
Of
right?
course, but it's just limiting how much, right?
Ah, okay.
So, I mean, like, think about with cars, right? Like, you see these race cars and they're
Yeah.
low to the ground.
like
yeah, they're not doing that
stick
just
to
for
the
fun.
ground,
They're doing
yeah.
that to get the air to go over or around the car rather than underneath it and slow it down,
Yep.
right?
yeah, that's why no one is doing like F1 races in G wagons.
Exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, anything you can do to get the air from going under the truck or in between anywhere is going to be beneficial in aerodynamics, especially one of the biggest ones is the gap between the truck and the trailer. That's why Freightliner has these nice, great big fairings on offer, and that's why they're using these closeouts in between the wheels, right? Now, funnily enough, everyone always talks about the fact that they no longer offer the full skirts that go all the way to the wheel. They found it was like a negligible difference. It was like 0.35% difference, and it was better to have this space here because if the driver's on the side of the road and he needs to like dive in somewhere.
True, yeah.
And just all around, this turned out to be a better solution. It was like negligible having it go all the way to the wheels. So I believe one manufacturer even cited that this was better.
Okay.
This is actually somehow more aerodynamic than having the wheel go all the way, the skirt go all the way.
It's interesting that they kind of experimented with like so many different areas, because I know one of the things maybe not a lot of people would notice on the front there, you're talking about where the grill is. You see that seal that's going from like the tire all the way around the front of the grill. That's actually new as well, isn't it? They've made like a brand new seal. I think they said it's like an industry first seal to kind of help the aerodynamics as well. I forgot the actual name.
I really like how they are like listening to the customers, you know, like even though that actually the side skirt being extended all the way to tires would do like 1.3 or how much you said like difference. They still like listen to their customers that hey, it's not worth it. We would rather be able to get to the back of the truck.
Yeah,
and they were like, okay, you can have it, guys.
And that's the big thing too, right? Like it's just easier access. Like when you're hooking up these airlines, when you have those steps there, it's like you kind of have to climb up them, and then you're kind of like precariously positioned above the truck in a not very safe spot. Whereas this, you have a firm feet on the ground. You can hook up your airlines, do whatever you need to do. There's really not, if you're not pulling flatbed, there's really not a lot of reason to go on top of this deck plate here. So if you can stay on the ground where it's safer, I mean, you still have the access, you still have the steps in case you do need to go up there. But, you know, for flatbedders or whatever. But, I mean, if it's not necessary, why force it, right?
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
I found the name for it. They said they're calling it the industry's first full hood to bumper seal for better airflow there on the front there. That's going all the way around, because I think originally there was a gap there, and they've actually made a seal now. And also you've got those kind of like aerodynamic air ducts as well, where they guide the air, because you're talking about the bumper there, Nemiro, where like instead of guiding the air underneath the bumper, you got them kind of being guided around now to the sides and kind of like through the wheels.
Yeah, you can actually see it right there. You can, if you look through, you can see the
Exactly. Yeah. So it's less drag on the wheel well. You know, I think they call it the Max Aero bumper. Is that correct? I believe it is. Yeah.
So I may be wrong, but I believe, do we have? So yeah, the skirts are going to be for everything but those short day cab chassis. So my understanding with the 2025 rules, I mentioned that I would touch on that again, is that it will be exempt for vocational vehicles, because obviously vehicles are going to be going off road. They're not going to be able to put those full skirts on, right? And, you know, so trucks, you know, for example, maybe Freightliner M2s and stuff like that, those vocational trucks, they're not going to have the skirts and all that, and they will be able to put visors on. But
very nice. Lots of different aero packages there. Looking good. Looking good. I'm liking the look of this, and chat is also responding as well very nicely to what they're seeing, like in all the different options, the paint jobs and everything as well. I know a lot of people are taking a lot of liking to the different colors and stuff you can get on the truck as well. Yeah, big shout out to the team that's worked on the truck overall as well. Of course, when we say the team, there's a lot of people involved in this kind of process, right? It's not just one small little team that kind of does everything. You go from everything from research to you guys actually heading out there, the recording of different things, taking references, modeling, getting the colors right, the paint jobs. It's actually quite a big team effort. And when we say team, we mean multiple teams, a big collective almost, right?
So maybe we can ask, what transmission and engine combination does the chat want to see? But yeah, you're right, Alex. There's definitely more than one person working on this. I mean, the paints, the defs, interior, exterior, and the accessories and stuff like that. Like these things are all kind of worked on simultaneously. So lots of people kind of put some effort into this to bring it to us. Absolutely.
And it's looking absolutely great. It's looking really, really fantastic. All right, chat. Answer Mark's question then. What are we thinking for a combination? We've got some votes here for the 505, the 525 with the 6-speed. Run the 525, integrated 455, DD13. Quite a few. I'm seeing quite a few for the 525, honestly.
Okay, we can do the 525.
That's coming in. We can do the 525. Yeah, everyone's waiting for that.
Also saying 525. Okay,
Yeah,
I
and
yeah,
think
one
it's
trying
pretty
transmission.
much, yeah.
Shout out to Cecil in
Hey, Cecil.
the chat.
Okay, next person that lists their transmission preference, that's the one that's going in. 6-speed. All right.
Madfly Penguin.
There we go.
Oh man, they just want to see me in pain. Okay, what was the next one after 6-speed?
No. You said the first one. Who's gonna said that?
I've
You
seen a lot
cannot
of people
back-
saying
You
18.
cannot back
He's
down
called
from that, man.
Madfly Penguin. He's admitting he's crazy.
It's awesome nickname, man.
All right, we'll do the 6-speed for a short one.
There we go. There we go. Jumping back in the cab. And sounds-wise, I can't really hear it too loudly on my end, but maybe we could rev up the truck a little bit, see if we can't hear some sounds.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me just get turned around here. I mean, once this 6-speed starts screaming, we're going to hear it real well. I'm kind of sad about my fuel mileage. I mean, we were getting a nice 9.8 miles to the gallon here, and that's definitely going to go away here.
Still wasn't loud enough. Maybe we can get... Tomasz, could you push up the game audio just a little bit so we can hear the sound a bit better?
I mean, this engine probably is going to be a little bit quieter than what they're used to. New truck with all new sound deadening tech and all that stuff, right? So in general, it's probably going to sound quieter than especially the previous generation. But I'll romp on it here and get her wound up. What do you think, chat?
You hearing it, chat?
Some of them are recommending I roll down the window.
Oh yeah, you could do that too. How's that sound?
Actually, 6-speed's working quite well.
You're kind of flying through the.
It's Texas, man.
Okay. It's Texarkana, so it's half Texas, half.
This is on the
Arkansas.
Texas side, right? Don't try to school me about American geography. This guy.
Sure.
But
And
we
you got
are
a
going
horn
to come
on
to
that thing
Arkansas
as well?
shortly here.
Yeah.
You got the horn installed? Maybe
But
give it a...
meanwhile, we can also like pull up the video we've been talking about recently. Thomas kind of got the video of Freightliner prepared for the review of this awesome 5th generation Cascadia. And I think we might be able to play it. Just the way how we can actually get it from their amazing website is only in HD format. So I think Thomas will need to make it like a smaller window over us. But Thomas, if you're ready, let's watch it together.
Let's do it. Excited to see it.
Here's to those who started small and dreamed big. The ones who had vision and put it into motion. Here's to those who took the wheel, who logged the hours, whose kitchen tables served as conference room tables before they became boardroom tables. Here's to those who taught us the value of hard work and smart choices. To their long nights and early mornings. Here's to those who guide us through dark hours, who remind us that wherever we are, we're never far from home. Here's to those who came before us, and to those who carry our legacy and future forward. Introducing the new 5th generation Freightliner Cascadia, shaped by experience, defined by profitability, engineered with even greater efficiency, and equipped with next-level safety designed to get you home. Made for those who dream big. This generation and the next.
Awesome video.
I love
really
that.
Love how they
I love that.
how they like get the previous generations of Cascadia, and also like they implemented the family like growing, you know,
Yeah.
through the various generations of Cascadia. That
Becoming
was
a
awesome.
driver.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was very, very cool. I love that. I'm glad I got to see that because I didn't get to see that earlier. I missed that somehow.
Oh.
So I'm glad to.
They pulled up
glad to
like
got to see that.
the whole like website page about this new truck when they revealed it. It's full of awesome information, and you can
It
also
is,
see
yeah.
like specs that they are going to offer to customers. I think Nightbot is spamming the site.
Nightbot is funny, but what I'm going to actually do, I'm
Okay.
actually going to drop it in the chat as well and pin it up at the top so everybody can see it themselves as well. Which is something
Yes,
I forgot to
that's
do a little bit earlier. So I'm going to do that right now so you can check out there. There's the website. If you
Someone
want to
says in the
see.
chat that most of
more about the
America
Fifth Generation.
loves Freightliner Cascadia. It's actually quite true, right? Is it
It's
the
the number one
number one
selling Class
selling-
8 truck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Mhm.
I mean, it's quite easy to see why. I mean, you know, the amount of advancements they make and
yeah, all
with
the
each
fuel
generation that they bring
efficiency,
out.
you know, effort put in, all the
Great.
aerodynamics, all the like upgrades and in technology and safety.
You can
Absolutely.
tell they're
yeah.
very passionate, yeah. Very passionate about their drivers and about their trucks, and of course the quality and the safety, and you know, making sure they can push their trucks to the very limit to get the most out of them in terms of technology and safety and all that good stuff as well. So it's awesome to be able to work with Freightliner and everybody over there as well, to bring such an awesome vehicle to the market, especially their newest one, the 5th generation. Which is an absolute pleasure to see here in American Truck Simulator, and to have it on the virtual roads of America, as well as you know, its real life premiere today, which is super, super cool. It's not something that happens so often, you know, kind of a once in a blue moon thing. So we're so grateful that we're able to work with them so closely to bring out this vehicle and show it to you, and kind of, because it's been under wraps, right? Nemiro, it's been quite secret even to a lot of the teams in the office,
even
I think,
internally.
right? Yeah. Internally,
Even
because it's kind of
internally,
a,
like this project had a code name for the whole time, and
did,
I must
yeah.
say that
Was-
it was kind of funny at a few moments, because sometimes even the code name tricked even us. We were like, what is this project again?
I was asking
oh,
someone.
it's this.
Well,
Okay.
I was asking someone what it was, and they're like, oh, it's a secret project. I'm like, okay, but like, what is it, right? Like, and so finally, like, someone told me. I'm like, I was there. I already saw it. Like, don't need to keep it a secret from me. Come on. But it's good that we, you know, our team was taking it seriously, and really,
Yes.
you know, keeping it under wraps. So
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
good.
like with 360 plus people now for SCS software, some projects with, you know, synchronized release or reveal like this, we basically have to keep it like secret for the wider audience, even internally for our teams.
They want to hear the horn.
Okay, let's go for
They're
it.
spamming the chat for it.
We got the city horn, and then we got the air horn.
We can't hear it here, chat. So you have to
Yeah.
tell us if it's
You're gonna have
good,
to tell us, chat.
if it's nice.
I think
You want to hear from the outside?
What's that?
Nothing.
Didn't
No
hear
sound.
anything. Oh, they didn't hear anything themselves.
None of them sound. Did someone mess with
Uh-oh.
your settings?
Peter. Is that working?
There's no sound, no horn, no
Oh, we have
sound.
no sound at all. Tomasz.
No. I can hear
No,
the
no,
truck. I
they-
just can't hear
I
the
think
horn.
they
I think.
There's
hear sound.
no
There is
game
no
sound.
game sound. Oh, Thomas, you fired.
Oh,
Bring Benny back.
Benny,
We miss Benny.
chat, spam Benny, and he
Benny,
he
Benny,
might
Benny,
be like
Benny, Benny,
magically
Benny, Benny,
appearing
Benny,
here. Just not the horn, no horn sound. Oh, Benny,
It should
Benny.
be working. We're sorry, Tomasz. We love you.
sorry.
It's I'm gonna have to look into that if it's not
No,
working.
I think they're trolling us. There is sound of the game, but
I literally checked it this morning.
yeah, there are trolls in the chat. Okay, there are trolls in the dungeon.
Okay. But just look at the keyboard settings.
All right,
Bolt was
chat. You
saying
want me to
we
look
got
at the
bolt in
keyboard
there.
settings?
Yes, but
Fine.
calm down. Don't break things. You
You're
know you have
messing with
some
me.
anger issues.
All right, let's see. Horn. Did I pass it already? Am I that stupid? Oh, there it is.
Yes, you
Joy
can
button
search. You can
7.
search on top as
Okay.
well.
You can
Light,
search.
air horn, joy button 10. They are mapped properly.
Ooh.
Chat.
You want
Are
to
you
fight, chat? You wanna
trolling
take
us,
this outside?
or we have to
I don't know
fix
if that's
something?
trolling. Maybe something's not a.
Maybe we still
Also
some,
check
maybe we still have to
down.
fix
It
something.
is possible that
Okay, Chad. We wanted to release this truck today, but you revealed a slight imperfection, so we cannot.
Maybe a
cannot
couple
do it.
weeks,
Couple months.
couple months.
Couple months.
Yeah, okay, maybe just before
We should
Christmas.
yeah.
Next Christmas present.
Next year,
Yeah.
Christmas.
Okay,
next year.
chat. Well, at least you got a preview. You know, a
That's
couple
it,
months
that's
you can play with the
Chat.
truck just in time for Christmas break. You know,
We either have to postpone the release by a couple of months, or every one of you have to write in the chat that the air horn sounds awesome.
Pretend you heard it.
Someone said check the audio settings. The audio settings.
Maybe, mate. Is there an audio setting for just the horn now?
These guys don't know what they're talking about.
As some air horn people are like, sounds amazing.
Uh,
Sounds perfect. Yeah.
Maybe we can keep one of those like,
Amazing
little
horn.
air horn cans beside just for a
Yeah,
case like this one
yeah.
doesn't work. You know?
Straight to the mic.
Audio.
Or maybe I have some here.
There is
Oh, wait.
truck effects.
Oh,
I'm a slap.
I have
there
one
it
here.
is.
I have one here.
What? Why are these all down? Who was messing with this?
Uh-oh.
Peter?
Do I really have to come in here and reset my settings every single time?
Yes.
My goodness, we have some coworkers that
Those are
Are awesome.
yeah.
For some reason, I don't believe
All right, chat.
you mean
Oh.
it.
So, did you guys even hear the engine before?
Yeah, they did.
They did.
They said they heard it.
Try the air horn.
Okay.
See?
All right. So chat was
Fixed.
right. I was wrong.
Fixed.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, now we're a bit. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit quieter because we're inside the cab, of course. But
I think I have the
you
window
open the
down.
window,
though.
maybe.
Yeah, I got
Is
the
the
window
window
down. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear the engine now. They said they could only hear it a little bit before. Maybe they'll hear it better now. Oh, now I'm paranoid. Maybe I better check my other sounds. Make sure everything's good. I'm just gonna go to options and I'm just going to audio and just reset the defaults.
There we go. Let's see how we do. Is it sounding
Left
better? Maybe you
window
should.
down.
Yeah, maybe we should. Sorry, Tomasz. It
Yeah,
wasn't your
Tomasz, we
fault.
love you. You're the best.
We apologize.
We don't miss Benny after all. He
No.
can stay wherever he is.
There you go. Everybody hearing that? Everyone's good? Everyone's happy? Yeah? Okay. Good stuff. This explains why truck audio was so low for most of the streams. Wait, you didn't tell us it was most streams? Come on, chat.
Yeah, I mean,
Come
it
on.
should only be this profile that was affected. This is kind of our test profile. So,
Okay. Well, the horn is working now. I mean, that's good news. That's good news. That means it's not a bug, right, Nemiro?
it
Maybe we
means
could bring-
I think we can actually release it still maybe in 3 weeks.
Why?
Maybe, yeah.
Why? You want to like fix something or adjust something?
Yeah, you know, just go over it, make sure there's no other problems. What do you think?
I don't
We might have left some sliders down on the
We asked
volume
some
in
people,
the. we can ask around maybe. But
Actually,
someone's been
like,
messing with the audio, maybe.
today earlier before the stream, I was like writing to our build master, you know, who does all the builds, carrying new content on Steam, and I was like, okay, can we agree that we will release the new truck today at 7 p.m. And he was like,
Mhm.
if you will say pretty please in the stream, then I will do it. So chat, it's up to you.
You gotta say pretty please, chat.
I mean, my colleague is, you know, he choose violence today.
He did. Who hurt him?
Who hurt him?
Who hurt him? Pretty please. We got lots of pretty pleases coming in the chat. We got lots of pretty pleases. You have to let us know what the colleague says. Build master.
Okay, I hope he's watching.
hope he's watching. I mean, there's a lot of.
Let me ask him.
People are obviously quite excited about the 5th Generation Cascadia, and of course, what's not to be excited about? Lots of great new little aerodynamic changes. It's a good-looking truck, lots of nice tech in it. You've got lots of great paint jobs, lovely, you know, engine and transmission options as well. I mean, it's a nice truck. It's a very, very nice truck, and you know, looking great in American Truck Simulator as well. I do like the digital dash though. I'm a bit of a sucker for the digital dashes.
That's
I
cool.
gotta admit.
I can kind of believe, scroll through it, the different
Mhm.
pages we have on offer here.
Let's have a look at those.
So let me check.
I believe this is
Oil
similar to
wells there.
what we had on the previous Cascadia as well. I don't think they made any major changes here. I see some minor changes though, for sure. But yeah, no, honestly, the interior. Oh, these are new too as well. The park brake switches, they've gone electronic. Yeah. No longer is it the old push-pull valves. Now it's the electric ones
push-pull.
like
They
you
just
see in Europe. Yeah.
Little button. You just click it in.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
impressive.
I mean, this would be a nice place to be stuck at a truck stop for 34 hours doing a reset. I think.
Wouldn't be too bad, would it?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be too bad at all. Nice
Heated and
interior,
vented
nice
seats.
seats.
Look at that.
Yeah, fancy.
Yep.
Fancy. Lots of space as well. Someone said, "Eyes on the road don't become a Nemiro too." Wow, that's chat.
Well,
Coming in from
pushing my
Casey.
so yeah,
The middle with Nemiro is cool. Yeah, it is.
I'm trying to get my colleague because on Steamworks special UI for developers, I can see that we just hit the button and it should be released now. At least that's what Steamworks showing to me.
Chat, if any of you have Steam open, maybe you can check for us.
There's also some weird word here, like hidden, that it's released but hidden. I don't know for what reason.
Oh. Maybe, maybe not.
Let me try to search it on Steam. Maybe something.
I'm looking now as well, and I'm not seeing something at the moment. I'm not seeing anything.
Steam needs some moments.
Oh, hang on. No, that's the original. I see the original one. That's not
I
one
see the
we're
original one
looking
as
for.
well, but not the new one.
Uh-oh. Someone says they've got an update.
Oh.
A couple people saying they've got an update. Hang on.
Casey 5181.
Okay.
Some people.
Okay.
Okay. Chat, you're being serious this time, right?
It's the running run now. Update waiting. Okay.
Okay. Maybe it's just Steam's a little bit busy today. Maybe it's pushing through.
Yeah, maybe it will take a few minutes for Steam to update the Steam store to, display this. We still like put it out as a DLC every truck, but it's always a free DLC.
Yeah.
So
yes, of course.
It should be just technicalities what's being displayed on Steam store, but the actual build should be in that update, I believe. So guys and girls in the chat, try to restart your Steam client, let your game download the update, and hopefully should be in there.
Yes. Lots of people saying they're downloading an update. That's good. Hopefully it'll appear on the store as well soon. So, just in case you're not getting the message, chat, the 5th Generation Cascadia is not going to be coming out in 3 weeks or 8 months, maybe like we said, It's actually be coming out tonight, and a lot of you are getting the update right now. So, everything you've been seeing on the stream today is going to be available as part of the free update for all American Truck Simulator owners. And what an exciting addition it is to be able to release the 5th Generation Cascadia alongside its real-life premiere and release today as well. It's such a big occasion for us here at SES Software, right, Nemiro?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Massive shout out to everyone that worked on this truck, to all our 3D graphic designers from our vehicle team, all the paint job artists, to you, Mark, as well, because you helped them with some research and reference photos and stuff like that.
I don't do much. The spotlight
no
belongs
shout
to
out
them.
for Mark then.
Oscar for
Oscar
working with
for
Freightliner.
Yeah, making it happen. And of course, massive shout out to the Freightliner team there for giving us the trust to and allowing us to bring this truck into the American Truck Simulator very shortly after their reveal.
Yes, absolutely. So we're so very, very happy to announce the arrival of the 5th Generation Cascadia from Freightliner in American Truck Simulator, and all of you are going to be able to experience what a 5th generation truck feels like to drive, which is going to be very, very exciting. So make sure you do share all of your photos and screenshots, not only with us, but also with Freightliner on our social media channels. You can find us on X/Twitter, whatever you want to call it these days, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all of that good stuff as well. We'd love to know what your first drive was like, what kind of paint job you're going to be putting on it, what kind of options you went for. I'm pretty sure Mark would be very interested to know what kind of engine and transmission types. Give us your combos. Yeah, absolutely. So do share with both us and Freightliner. Please do enjoy it. And well, it sounds like there's going to be a lot of trucking happening this evening, which is all very, very exciting. So yeah, massive congratulations to everyone at the team and at Freightliner as well. It's been a big day. been a
to
big day.
everyone
We hope you've
basically
enjoyed
in
the stream as well.
our company. It's always to bring a new truck into the game. It's always going through all the departments, QA as well, even marketing. Shout out to us.
Yeah, shout out to marketing.
Shout out to QA. Shout out to marketing. Shout out to everyone.
And who made the trailer? the trailer for the in-game.
Thomas, who made the trailer?
Benny.
Benny.
Get some love for Benny in the chat for
Shout
that
out
trailer.
to Benny as well. He's on vacation
Shout out to
now.
Benny. Deserved.
Yeah, I believe the technicalities with the Steam store page for this truck will be sorted very soon. Our guys are working on it, and shortly after or already, your Steam client is suggesting you to download the update, which should carry this new truck. So go ahead, give your Steam client a restart, download the updates, and enjoy this
Did you see
new generation, the 5th generation of Freightliner Cascadia.
This
trucks.
driver moved out of the way because he saw that new Cascadia in his mirror.
He saw the future.
Yup.
He saw the future
wouldn't?
going. You have to make way for your future.
You do.
All right,
You do.
that's gonna be all for us from Prague tonight.
Yes.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you,
And Thomas as well. Yes, it's been a lot of fun to everyone on our Twitch chat and YouTube chat.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, you guys in the
Yes,
studio as
sir.
well, both Mark and Nemiro. Thank you for being here this evening, for showcasing
Always
this
a pleasure. Always
awesome
a pleasure.
truck.
And I think we're gonna have
Look forward to
another
traveling
stream
soon.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah,
Or
you're gonna
Thursday?
teach me how to drive again, right?
Oh no.
What do you mean, no?
I mean, yeah.
He's looking forward to that.
Yeah. All right, Chet.
Well,
See you
good
tomorrow,
stuff.
I guess.
yes, we'll
Yeah,
see you
thanks
again
for joining
very
us,
soon.
and looking forward to
Yeah.
the next one.
Yes.
Take care, everybody.
See
Thank you, everyone.
ya.
See ya. Bye bye.